Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that AOC stuff for a couple of days. She been going live, huh? It's a lot of darn things. Thank y'all for coming to the show. I wanted to put on that watch hat and that passport bro type of shirt that I call. Do you like it? Huh? Huh? Yeah, so subscribe. I figured out a way to move that screen around so y'all can read what kind of hats I got on and fair use because man, reading between the lines when it comes to these people that try to get out here in the public, representatives, they be coming out here with some smooth talk, boy. It sounds like some pimps and players. Oh man. Man, I'm talking about, man, let's just go. I don't even know which video to start on with AOC, but let's take it back to the Carter family. I'm going to speed some of these things up. So just fair use, okay? Just hold on with me there. Fair use. So the first one I'm going to go to, let me put on these new glasses. Yeah, there was one I did earlier, but where's the one I'm talking? This one. Investigation? This one can't block it. Yeah, let's see. See, she always, that's why I said again, this is from 2 years ago.
National Legal and Policy Center.
But this time it's something different.
Ending its inquiry of AOC, but it was not clear what specifically they're investigating. The statement did note that the probe doesn't mean she's committed any violation.
AOC was first hit with a complaint last year over attending fashion's biggest night, the Met Gala, in 2021. Always remember her dress. Conservative watchdog group, the National Legal and Policy Center, alleged in their complaint that she improperly accepted tickets for herself and for her boyfriend. But according to House rules, members are allowed to accept free tickets to charity events from event organizers, which would presumably insulate her from any violation as the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
So she really wanted to go to the Met Gala. Everybody else dressed, ready, and prepare for the Met Gala. She's there with some kind of tape or something right on their dress 2 years or 3 years ago, But see, for her excuse of being there, and right out here in Los Angeles, that happened to one of our mayors a long time ago, giving out certificates and of appreciation at basketball games, Mayor Valeragosa. So now he's planning on running for governor out here in Los Angeles. So maybe at this time he can see the landscape looking still kind of open with him with all these these Latinos and some of them. Everybody didn't go back across the border over here. So allegedly we got protection procedures and court procedures out here. Now, let's look at the next one, and feel free to go back to the hill and check out that video. So I'm trying to keep this running real smooth. Let's get ready to go to another one to explain why I said again. So it's like apparently her and then Jasmine Crockett just really surfaced to me, in my words, last year. And now she's, so to me, these individuals all seem like distractors. All right, distractors. See, so here's like, they so much distractors that let's see what the Cartier family was looking at. Fair use. Oh, man.
Billionaires.
The oligarchy.
They're trying to cut
oh
funding.
my God.
They're trying to take our social
Let's see if
security.
AOC said anything today.
This bill bans the people that they kick off of Medicaid from even buying their own insurance from the Affordable Care Act exchange. So once you are kicked off Medicaid, you then can't even buy your own health insurance. It increases costs for people who they deem eligible.
I'm going to stop right there. Notice she don't never bring no facts. no mathematical homework, or no other individuals with her to back her on what she's speaking on there. And I know some of y'all is writing the chat right up here talking about, oh, what is you talking about, MC? I'm talking about she just always, and Jasmine, getting up there. And then if they bring somebody, where's the individuals that's talking about this? Or is they going back what they seen on certain news channels for who the news went out there and picked up to put in front of one of the cameras to keep you riled up. So keep us riled up. So watch this. This is what else.
And who are low income and forces them to pay even more. And if you have a private insurer, don't worry, you're getting screwed over too. Because
Private
your
insurers already
healthcare
getting screwed
premiums
over.
are going to skyrocket
How do you know
from
that?
the disaster that is happening from this bill.
Healthcare.
How will they
We've done
skyrocket?
assessments.
Now,
Because-
just a few minutes ago, you know, right on the news, Fox, they showed where, you know, right out here, they shit in Los Angeles, we giving out discounts. I'm gonna find that video so y'all can see it. Discounts if you low income, where we have a credit department or something handling your bills for you. You don't have nothing to worry. It just goes off in collection because you're so low income. See. Now what allegedly, just imagine allegedly that we're doing that. And then we're paying off. How in the heck did they get this sick and more sick and more sick and more ill? Who's backing that? Who's paying off for it? Read up on it. Be expecting me to say something about it tomorrow, hopefully, especially if I can find some more clips on it. So until then, you know, let's get on with the show.
Because if you live in a
Done
rural
assessments on
community,
the-
you're going to
as
be
well.
hurt too. In New York 23, 20.
Oh, look, check. Well, I spoke to Sim. She got some charge. Oh, no, she didn't. She got some charge. I can't believe it. She got some charge. Now, let's check out this. What is this about? All right, it say, let me go down here and make it. New York, 25% of the people are on Medicaid. Wait, who made this chart?
5% of people are on Medicaid in this area of
How many
upstate
are
New York.
illegal?
Westfield Memorial Hospital will be at
What
risk
about her district?
of closure. UPMC, Chautauqua is at risk of closure. Schuyler Hospital at risk of
That's
closure.
your people.
California 23, where 46% of people are on Medicaid. Redlands Community Hospital at risk of closure if this passes. Victor Valley Global Medical Center.
Y'all recognizing the
Loma Linda
pattern?
University.
Is she talking about California? New York, now she's talking about California, see?
Medical Center, all at risk
Illegal
of closure.
states.
All our states,
Yeah.
they
Colorado.
deem eligible.
Insurers
Health
already-
New York 23, 25% of people are on Medicaid in this area of
How many
upstate
are
New
illegal?
York.
That's blue state.
Westfield Memorial Hospital will be at risk of closure.
Wait a minute.
UPM from the disaster.
Now, I want y'all to
Westfield,
listen.
Nice cards.
I
Westfield
want y'all to listen to what the Cartier family finna say.
Memorial Hospital will be at risk of closure. UPMC Chautauqua is at risk of closure. Schuyler Hospital at risk of closure.
That's your people.
California 23, where 46% of people are on Medicaid. Redlands Community Hospital at risk of closure if this
Redlands
passes.
is real far.
Victor Valley Global
My
Medical
time.
Center.
Y'all
Loma
recognizing the
Linda
pattern?
University Medical Center.
See, Redland is way out there by Palm Springs, folks. Way out there. And then, I mean, they got windmills and everything. Before you...
All at risk
Illegal
of closure.
states.
All our states.
Yeah.
And it's a low population.
24% of
So why
people
is
in
these
this community
states
are on
specifically
Medicaid,
Illegals.
and Platte Valley Medical Center will be at risk of closure
On
if these
Medicaid.
cuts pass.
How many of those people and that
do you
percentage are
believe?
American born?
The people who are trying to cut this, not by the way, to cut from quote unquote undeserving people to give to
Yeah, she
deserving
said it.
people, but they are cutting these Medicaid care and these Medicaid dollars to pay for tax cuts for Elon Musk and billionaires. So this money isn't
Yes,
even
you're
going
millionaires.
towards funding better care for people who are eligible. This money is going And we are cutting money and healthcare from people and families who are
Yes,
suffering
okay,
to pay
argue
for
with
tax
Kamala.
cuts for rich. It is a crime happening in front of the American public
So that
right
doesn't sound
now.
like the bill at all.
Do you think you can explain to us how many of that percentage of people are illegals and are American? Because I think that would change the perception here. Because if we're talking about 46% illegals
Change the perception and the percentage.
are going to lose their health coverage, God, I think I'm okay with that.
Obviously, Brandon.
No offense.
You know what it is. It's still illegals. New York.
Oh my
Colorado,
God, bro. California.
That is that's all you had to say. Why no other states popped up?
See, they be clowning, man. I'm telling you, they be clowning, and that do sound truthful. So let's get on up out of here, and let's do this one. This one right here. Now, I kind of got a glimpse of this one I found earlier, and the thing of it is that, fair use. That was the Medicaid. See, she's under investigation again, but knowing she always crying some type of, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's Elon Musk. It seems like people really have stuff to say, and this is why she's talking about the medical value claim and fair use. Watch how they break this one. I'm gonna 2 days ago. So you see what she wrote there? Did you see what she wrote? Stare at it, y'all. This is what. Oh shoot! I didn't even have it up. Fair use. Let me go back. I found it. She wrote this madness on value thing. This is what she wrote.
For quite some time here. And I went back and forth and to walk by supporting paid federal paternal leave. If we want to talk to pro-family talk, we need to walk the walk by supporting paid paternal leave and guaranteed health care like the rest of the developed world. Invest in affordable child care, paternal leave, and guaranteed health leave. If we want to doesn't support new mothers and parents with federal.
So y'all see what they say. AOC 2 days ago. The United States is one of the only developed countries in the world that doesn't support new mothers and parents with federal paternal leave. See, federal, but I work for the county. Is the county considered federal? Yes. We get a certain amount of time off, even as men. Now, the women may get a little bit more. If you want to talk the pro-family talk, we need to walk the walk by supporting paid paternal leave, guarantee health care like the rest of the developed world, invest in affordable child care and public education too. Man, this just seems like a person that's going to pieces. And then you mean this is their next runner-up for a presidential run? And she's going to pieces, writing in riddles? Ooh! And you see what that last clip was talking about, the Cotier family. How many of these are really American-born citizens that's gouging and sucking it and draining the swamp? And what they don't like is this mirror that our president has put in, this reflective light, saying, "Hey, I only have you looking at you. Look." And then his Avenger team of administration, Trump Avenger team, they up here showing the collateral damage that has happened, and to its come when it comes to healthcare, bad food, the attention of a lot of these programs that the oligarchy left has placed before us, got people in a frantic now because individuals got very comfortable and lax. even though when we saw the comfortability wasn't going to do people that share my complexion any benefit whatsoever. No way in the world they was going to let me get all these food stamps and SNAP benefits and then go get to selling things on the street. Maybe with a hot dog cart, and even that looks suspicious. So, hey, let's listen to the rest.
Paternal leave. If we want to talk to pro-family talk, we need to walk the walk by supporting paid paternal leave and guaranteed health care like the rest of the developed world, invest in affordable child care and public education. Her and I went back and forth in our DMs, so we've been communicating for quite some time here. But we had an interesting exchange together. Tom, when you hear this, 3 daughters, you got 2 daughters. Imagine a baby in Brooklyn that we don't have kids, right? What that feels like. And number 2, why we got here and what reasoning she's making. What do you say to that?
So point one, my daughters are not allowed to buy into this. And well, I shouldn't say not allowed. My daughters don't buy into this because I give them the facts and the rationale for why we have families and what we do going forward. And I point out the pitfalls and all the headwinds and everything you're going to face. Point 1. Point 2, for people to say, my daughters aren't going to have.
I like what he said there. Dads, uncles points out, brothers, nephews point out the pitfalls. So feel free to go over there and check out that AOC Screen by Value Tainment, and let's get on with the rest of this show, because I don't want to hold everybody up, but man, so far this is like some of the reasons we're getting closer to see why is this girl up under all of this investigation, man. Why is she up under all this investigations again? Why is she up under all these investigations again? Huh? Can somebody tell me this? Well, then let's let this boy right here see it.
About with you all today.
Y'all ready? Fair use. Time to get the party really started. Let me put some volume on this. Fair use.
And I think we should get into it. So let me hop us over here. This is the article that I saw on Breitbart today. And let's start digesting some of this. Showdown looms as Tom Homan explores a kit. Pause.
That's the border czar, Tom Homan. See what goes around.
Australia voted for more communism. I can't imagine Australia getting better in the next 4 years.
You know what? I hate to disappoint. I don't have a story put together right now for the Australian election. Tomorrow, let's talk about what's going on in Australia. Today, we're not going to talk a whole lot about Australia. Tomorrow, we are. Okay, so come back tomorrow for the Australian news. Today, AOC, thank you very much, by the way. Showdown looms as Tom Homan explores case against AOC for obstructing immigration enforcement. As you all know, AOC has been, for the last couple months, been giving advice to illegal immigrants, explicitly telling them how to avoid federal immigration agents, telling them how to avoid getting deported. And so Tom,
and like I said, what's going on in her neck of the woods, her district? What's the crime rate like? What's going on in Jasmine district? What's going on in Bernie Sanders and their district? He been rather quiet lately, supposed to be her sidekick, but he's very quiet now. I don't see him in the background. They just trying to see, maybe this is the test to see if she can muster it. But the way it is, this thing going to pieces. Man, it is going to pieces. So let's get over here to this guy here, and I like that thing. Matt Moore's TV. That's who that guy was. Go over there and check that out. Now we're finna get over here to some paralegal type of stuff in Washington Institute. And y'all look forward. Later on, it's gonna be a hard thing to do. I will be doing the Smokey Robinson one. I did some footage and film on his family. Can't show it. It's a long story, man. I should have said this at the beginning. Fair use. Let's get down. Oh, I'm back to this game. There. Where the paralegal is right here, man. It's right here, dude.
If
Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready for this? Is y'all ready for this? Where we at? The 20-minute mark? Oh man, I ought to just stop. Stop. This one gonna be good. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of this, and then we're gonna dive deeper. Coming up.
Reps Monica McIver, Bob Menendez, and Coleman are prosecuted or charged with the crime. Is that a threat to Tom Homan and Kristi Noem?
I think people have been watching me drag Republicans for filth for trying to cut Medicaid across this country. I think people have seen how.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, do y'all remember last week when your girl, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, when she was talking tough, when she was saying, ICE better not lay a hand on my people or it's going to be a big old problem? Y'all remember how she was talking tough? Well, just like we've seen in the past, your girl AOC she looks like she sought to walk back those comments. She's actually said that it would be absurd for her to have been calling for violence when it was clear at the time that, what else could she have been talking about? We're going to get into that, y'all. And also in this video, we're going to get into yet another response Tom Homan has for AOC. These two want to clash. They just want to. It looks like it might happen eventually. I just feel it in the air. But also, another thing that happened recently as it relates to the mayor who...
Look at her. She's so... Now, she want to do a presidential run. Can you imagine her over there with them Arabs that high trying to talk this in Africa, France, and all of these masculine countries, Russia? Oh, we better not even talk about China. And you know darn well she ain't gonna go to the North Korea.
Was arrested last week at the ICE facility. Do you remember how officials were saying that maybe some of the representatives were there might also deserve to be arrested? Take a look.
Last Friday, there was obviously something of a to-do outside the ICE detention facility in New Jersey. Newark's mayor joined several members of Congress who came. They said they wanted to inspect the ICE facility as part of their congressional oversight duties. I'm sure you've seen the images. There was a lot of pushing and shoving. The mayor was arrested, briefly detained. Over the weekend, a Department of Homeland Security spokesperson told CNN that one member of Congress body slammed an agent and threatened legal action against her. I spoke with that member of Congress, New Jersey Congresswoman Monica McIver, the woman in the red coat we're showing right now on TV right now. She denies body slamming anyone.
And I want our viewers to see that you are.
And feel free to go over there and look how CNN, and I bet you this is a little twist by the way
the woman in the red blazer, as we show them. The DHS says that obviously that there were chaos, that maybe you were trespassing. You can talk about that. But the DHS also says that, in their words, you were body slamming an ICE officer. Is that what we're looking at? Is that what happened?
Absolutely no. I mean, I honestly do not know how to body slam anyone. There's no video that supports me body slamming anyone. We, as Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman said, we were simply there to do our job, therefore oversight visit. And
look, they wasn't there protesting with their constituents, their people. They were just looking out for self. That's what I believe. Allegedly, they was looking out for self-interest, sending fire marshals and things to go over there and do some allegedly citizentorial work, like centennials sending the centurions. That's what they was doing, to go over there. And then I bet you they may have, or allegedly was told to, like, go over there and look for some violation at that house ICE facility. And they probably was told in a way like, go over there and make sure you see some violations. See, they wasn't going over there like, oh, it's clean. Imagine if they would have went over there and spot clean, and still it's a violation. So that's what that video there was talking about, and it probably got some more. So fair use. Check out this part.
And what you're watching in the video, and we don't have all of the body cam, and we hope that all of the body cam is released. It was a very tense situation. It
was. Let's see what else. See, this is this channel. Now let's get at what she want to talk about.
It's too late. They'll tell you how to protect your precious retirement from monetary debasement.
I want to play something that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York posted on her Instagram account and get your reaction.
If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, on Representative, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
What's your response, Mr. Holman?
First of all, you can't intimidate me. Come on, give me a break. And I was enforcing. I was wearing a green uniform Border Patrol agent for 5 years before she was even born. I had more than 3 decades enforcing immigration law before she became a member of Congress. I worked for 6 presidents. I've seen policies. I've seen hundreds of policies. Some worked, some didn't. But you can't deny the success of the Trump administration when it comes to border security. Again, the most secure border in the history of this nation. And I said from day one, and she knows this. You can not support ICE. Shame on you. You can support sanctuary cities. Shame on you. But you can't cross the line. You can't knowingly impede ICE law enforcement officers. That is a felony. You can't harbor and conceal, knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from ICE. That is a felony. And you certainly can't commit criminal trespass. You know, and as far as New York, her district, this administration has done more to protect her district than she has. The number of criminal aliens we took off the streets of New York made her community much safer. She ought to be thanking the members of this administration, the men and women of ICE who protect this country and make her community safer. So, you know, it's politics over public safety. It's just ridiculous. She ought to love her community more than she hates Trump because we're doing a lot to protect her community.
Reporters are Tom Homan. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you stopping by.
So AOC.
Yeah, so y'all see what's going on. That's what I'm talking about. It's like they went over there and cleaned up her community as best as they could. Now, imagine if we go over there now, it's cleaned up as best as they could because there's so much interference over there. So with that, I'd like to say this has been a tight video. Thank y'all for showing up today, and I'm going to roll up another one. And wow, man. I just can't believe this, man.